coronavirus lives. So I am doing lives for Tuesdays and Thursdays now because I know that a lot of people had their classes canceled. I put it up on Instagram. I put it on a story, trying to get people to join so that I can help everyone out. And I hope I'm not loud enough, but I'm going to be yelling. So I'm sitting in my car because everyone's eating dinner and I don't want to be bugging them. So I am here in my car, answering any questions you guys have on the SIE, the Series 6 top off, the Series 7 top off, 24, 57, 99, whatever you want to do, whatever Finra exam questions you have, I'm going to help you out. Every Tuesday and Thursday, I'm going to do this until the corona crisis is over, and then I'll go back to my normal Tuesdays. Hey, Allie, how are you? So I don't know how loud I am. I don't know. I'm doing it off my phone, so I have no idea. So I am going to start with a couple things. First of all, everyone, we know that you cannot take the exam over the next 4 weeks because we can't go out, and Prometric has closed their centers till the 15th. Okay, thank you. So I'm telling all my students, and I'm going to tell you guys, you need to book it now. Thank you. Have your testing center, have your firm open up. By the way, if you ask a question and I don't at least address it, it means it came on and off real quick, and I'll do it because I'm figuring out the whole phone thing. So if your firm has not opened your window yet to take the test, have them open it now because it's going to take. If you want to wait, that's fine. But what happens is the window is for 4 months. So the problem is if you don't open it now, you're going to be competing against everyone who wanted to take it in April and everyone who wanted to know. My God, I'm babbling. Let me slow down. If you wait, you're going to be competing against people who wanted to take it in March and people who wanted to take it in April and people who wanted to take it in May. So basically, you're competing with everyone. Open the damn window. It's 4 months. If it takes you longer than 4 months to pass the 66, James, you're doing something wrong, especially with the next 2 to 3 weeks of nothing to do. Yes, a lot of us are working from home and doing stuff. A lot of us are doing that. Like I just said, I'm not home all the time. I got my two youngest kids, my wife. It's great, but I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of divorce proceedings come this summer. So if you're a divorce lawyer, you are going to get, they're going to be really busy. So if you have someone who's a divorce lawyer, have them clear their schedule because they're going to get a lot. That or obstetricians in December. They're either having sex or they're getting divorced, one of the two. Now, let's go on with it. So really, open your window, book your session as soon as you can. Even if you book it for like the first or second week of May, at least it's there. And then you can always move it if you have to. That's the whole thing, is that you put it in there and then you can always move it as long as it's 10 days ahead of time. So Allie asked me about, I don't have any email questions. I think it's a little light lately because one, everyone's home. They're not really studying. They're not getting motivated. So you need to find a way to get motivated. You need to find a way. Book it in your calendar. Get on your calendar right now while you're watching me. Don't stop watching, but get on the calendar and book out 2 hours every morning, like 10 to 12, 9 to 11, whatever it is, and put study, damn you, okay? You have to put something. Everyone use this. This is a time that you should have open time. You can't be that busy. You can't be as busy. And if you are, then do what you can. But read the damn book again. You have all this time. A lot of my students have half the day to read. Read the book. This is a great time to do it. And then we'll go from there. I'm going to hit your question in a second, Allie. So use this time since you have at least a month. Nobody's taking it. Billy, we'll get to that, Peter. Take this time to study, do it right. Since you can't take it, everyone gets an excuse not to take it in the next week. Nobody can bug you. Nobody can be bored up and say you're taking it. Nobody can embarrass you. You can lie to your boss and say I'm ready and know that you have 3 weeks. I'm not saying lie, but whatever. Okay, so Allie, I'm going to hit you up in a second. Peter, your answer is, when will we be up and running? That's a great question. They're looking middle of April, but again, we don't actually know. I do think at some point people will stop caring. I heard Ben Shapiro say, we can handle 2 to 3 weeks. It sucks if they get the stimulus bill done. We can do that. If we could probably all handle 2 to 3 weeks of this if my wife doesn't kill me, but whatever. So if I don't show up one night and you find out I died, it's because somebody killed me. I am one annoying piece of shit. So now, think you get me for like 30 minutes. Imagine me like this 24 hours a day. It's really bad. So figure about 3 weeks, 3 to 4 weeks, and then people will just start going to work on their own. They really will. So again, if you want Series 7 help, Finra exam, any Finra exam, SIE, ask me any question, I'll answer them on it. Two things. One, little self promo. The achievable thing I tell you about, you can click on the link. Now I'm going to put in my thing. I have the STC, which should be there. If you order through that link, wink, wink, you get a 15% discount on your materials. Once you go through that link, and I get a couple bucks, but I don't care if you do it. I'm not telling you to do it. If you do it through your own firm, if your firm will pay for it, go. If you're paying for it and you want STC or achievable, hit my link. It'll help. I'm not going to do promo like that. I'm not going to go crazy. Now, Peter, 3 to 4 weeks. Figure at least, assume it's going to be 3 to 4 weeks. Go from there. If you need money by then, I heard Amazon. I heard a lot of people are hiring for, just make sure you wash your hands a lot. Okay, so now, the next thing is, Allie, you asked about cost basis. So let's talk about cost basis. Cost basis is what it costs to buy something. It sounds so stupid, but that's what it is. It's what it costs to buy something, okay? So if you buy 100 shares of IBM at 52, okay? If you buy 100 shares of IBM at 52, 52 or 5200 is your cost basis. It's what it costs you, okay? When you sell the product, that's your proceeds. So if you buy stock at 50 and sell it at 60, your cost basis is 50, your proceeds is 60, not 10. Your proceeds is what you sell it for, and your gain is 10. And remember, you have to have a buy and a sell, or a sell and a buy to have a taxable gain. So cost basis is what you pay, proceeds is what you sell it for, the difference is your gain. Now, so if I buy IBM at 50, that's my cost basis. Now, if I buy IBM at 50 and then 51 and then 52 and then 53, okay? If I buy it at 51, 52, and 53, okay? If you then sell a portion of it, the IRS says, okay, your cost basis is going to be based on FIFO if you don't mention a method, which means FIFO means first in, first out, which means the first one in is what you paid. So if I bought it at 51, 52, and 53, I'm sure I use different numbers. If I bought it at 51, 52, and 53, and I sell a portion of it, I'm using 51 as my cost basis, unless I choose to pick which shares or use average. That's what it is. And cost basis is you pay taxes on everything above cost basis. So if I buy stock at 51, 52, and 53, 100 shares each, and then I sell 100 shares at 55, I'm going to pay taxes on $4. 51 is the first in. I sell it at 55, the difference is 4. If I want to save money, I will say, oh, I'll use the 53 cost basis, which I can do. I can choose to do that. I can absolutely choose which ones I want to do, okay? But if you don't mention method, you have to go with the first one. I'll answer the thing about gold. I don't really have an opinion. I think gold jumping is a panic move. It's fine. It's safe, but I think it's a panic move. Now, it's just to protect yourself. Now, if I mention a method, I can choose either average price. I can choose which shares I do. But if I don't mention a method, it's going to be FIFO. But again, cost basis is what you paid for something. So if I buy stock at 50, 50 is my cost basis. Again, I sell it at 60. That's my proceeds. The difference is my gain. And again, I repeat this, you have to have a buy and a sell to pay capital gains pretty much. There is one caveat to that, but we'll get to it. Now, if you buy, we're dark. Hold on. There we go. It's in my car, right? Okay, so now, it's creepy, but whatever. That's my house in the back, the little thing. Okay, so now, got lots of land, but you can't see it, so I'm safe showing it. Now, on the rest of so if you buy a bond, it's what you paid. So if you buy a bond for 92, your cost basis is 920 because 92 is really 92% of par, which is 920. Accrued interest does not impact cost basis. If you buy a bond for $9.20 and pay $20 of accrued interest, your cost basis is still $9.20. It doesn't change. On that note, there are three things that do not affect cost basis. If you buy stock, selling a covered call does not impact your cost basis. If you buy stock, getting a cash dividend does not impact your cost basis. If you buy a bond, accrued interest does not affect your cost basis. So, cost basis is not affected by. Okay, I'll explain that. So, if I don't answer in the next 2 minutes, then remind me, Judy. So now, hey, Judy, by the way, if I buy stock, getting a dividend or selling a covered call does not impact my cost basis. If I buy a bond, the accrued interest does not impact it. That's just nothing. So cost basis is what I paid. Now, where they're going to get you sometimes is if you buy a option. If you buy a call or sell a put, the bullish things, if you buy a call or sell a put, both of those actions, if exercised, would have you buy stock. So your break even is your cost basis. Remember that. If you buy a call or sell a put, break even is your cost basis. And then wherever you sell the stock is your proceeds. If you buy a put or sell a call, the break even is your proceeds. Listen to that again. If I buy a put or sell a call, my break even is my proceeds. Okay? Yeah, I'm better in the dark. I like that. So this way my eyes look better. Now, my eyes. So now, if I buy a call or sell a put, break even is cost basis, and where I sell the stock is my proceeds, and then the difference is my gain or loss. If I buy a put or sell a call, my break even is my proceeds, and wherever I buy the stock back is my cost basis. Now that's normal. If you buy a 50 call at 3 and then sell the 50 call at 7, that changes it, because then it's buy and a sell of the options. So then your cost basis is 3, the premium, and the sell is your proceeds. So it's always a buy and a sell, cost basis, proceeds. I definitely see there's a lack of work from home because I'm only getting 5 to 6 people watching, and usually I'm around 16 or 17. So that's the COVID effect. Okay, so now, or everyone's asleep and it's too dark and they watch it in the morning, or I'm really freaking annoying. So now, okay, you can watch it again. So now, if you buy a 50 call at 3, your break even's 53. But if you then sell the option for 7, it changes it to your cost basis is 3 and your proceeds is 7. So when we talk about break even being cost basis or proceeds, we're kind of assuming you're going to exercise. But if you just buy and sell the option, the premium is a cost basis and proceeds. Hope that helps. Now, I'm going to go back to the LIFO thing for you in annuity. So now, if I buy stock at 20, and then it rises, and then I die. Okay? If I buy stock at 20, and it rises to 50, and then I die. I won't make the obvious bad joke. If I leave the stock to you guys, you're going to get it at 50. So that means that's your cost basis of 50, and then you only pay taxes when you sell it on stuff above 50. And again, if I'm helping you, hit that like button because that helps me get more people like it. So now, you can even unlike it and like it. No, I'm kidding. So now, if I buy stock and give it to you as a gift, if I buy stock at 20 and it's at 50 and I give it to you as a gift, then, where's the camera? Over there. If I give it to you as a gift, then you get it at 20, not 50. So if you sell it, you're paying taxes from 20 up. Do you get the difference? If I die, you get the cost basis of when I died or within 6 months. If I give it to you as a gift, you get the cost basis of when I bought it. So it means you'll pay more taxes. So in other words, to pay less taxes, you need me to die. Okay, now, Judy asked a question. If you have a retirement account, specifically a non-qualified retirement account, non-qualified means that the money goes in after tax and you pay tax on the growth. Any retirement account, whether it's a non-qualified IRA or an annuity, when the money comes out, the IRS wants to fuck you, sorry, so they're going to do LIFO. So they take the money out. What they do is they take the growth first. So let me explain it. If you buy stock and sell stock and you don't mention a method, it's FIFO. And apologize if I curse, it's just my thing. So now, if you buy stock and sell it normally, it's FIFO because they can tax you more. Same thing with retirement accounts. So if you put stock in at 20, if you buy $20,000 in your non-qualified annuity, it's only really a non-qualified, okay? So now, if you put it in 20 and it grows to 50, then you will have to pay taxes on the 30 grand. But if you start taking the money out, they will start taking the money out from the growth first. So if you put in 20, let's even easier. So you put in 20 and it grows 30. And then you take 15 grand out. Well, the first 10 is the growth they tax you on. The last 5 is your money that they don't tax you on. It's their way of screwing you over. So if you trade, it's FIFO. If it's a retirement account, non-qualified only, it's LIFO. They're just doing it to nail you for more money. Okay. Now, that's all the questions. The gold thing is more just really the gold is all about just people get panic, and it's gold is a great bet to buy if you're worried about what's going on because it's tangible. And if we become a zombie apocalypse, it's not going to happen. If it becomes a zombie apocalypse, then your gold is tradable and it's tangible and fungible and whatever you want to call it, and it's a good investment. Okay. So we have a plan. We have a plan that everyone's going to read if they can. If you're not working during the day, hopefully you'll be working less. Okay. So we'll talk about that. So now, in DCF and standard deviation and such. Okay. So now, if your study plan is going to be read in the morning, set your calendar. Hopefully always set your calendar by now. Set your calendar and lock in 9:30 to 11:30 every morning. And if you're actually working, then do 4 to 6. But I'd say if you can do 2 to 3 hours in the morning, you're done for the day. You can go get fat and do whatever you want to do. Take a walk. Walk outside. It's starting to get nice out. Don't get near anyone. Okay. I can, but that's probably not on the exam. But now, see, I could explain it, but it probably not on the exam. If it's something that you have no idea, probably not on the exam. But I will talk about it. Now, if we have if you can do the morning, or you can get a couple hours in while the sun's up, don't do nighttime. Here's the thing. Since you have at least a month before you're taking it, do it the right way. Don't rush it. Don't shortcut it. Do it the right way and read the damn book. Okay, now, you asked about, what did you ask, James? Oh, DCF. Okay, so I'll come back to you in a second, Allie. So 66. On the 66, it's not a math test. You will have to understand discounted cash flow. You will have to understand standard deviation, which is just risk. You will not have to do the math on it. The calculator you get is a precision calculator. And you get a whiteboard, which is you can't even draw on. So there's no way they're making you actually do DCF. You need to understand the concept that you're taking a future value and discounting it back to today's money, to today's value. And then the standard deviation is just how risky a security is. Basically, the higher the standard deviation, the more volatility or risk it has. You have to know stuff like that. That's for the 66. You have to know that stuff, but not the math. You need to know the concepts. And James, book me. We'll go heavy into it. Now, Allie, don't worry about the compounded accreted value. Just remember a straight line is that if we buy a bond for $800 and it's 10 and doesn't matter, and it's a 10-year bond. Okay. It's a 10-year bond. I hope that helped, James, a little bit. Don't stress the math on the 66. Don't stress the math on any of these exams. Yes, there's math, but they're not going to be like, oh my God, I can't do this shit. It's very straightforward math. If you remember from the top off, I told you math wasn't that bad, James, and it isn't. There's some math, but it's not going to kill you. Now, if I have a bond I bought for $800 and it's 10 years to maturity. If I have a bond I bought at $800 and it's 10 years to maturity, I bought it for a $200 discount. The IRS does not want to wait goddamn 10 years to tax you. They want to tax you now. Okay? It's kind of funny. This would be a great blooper. So now, I should do it in the dark. So now, if you buy a bond for $800 and it matures in 10 years to $1,000, which is what they do, the IRS does not want to wait for you to tax you. So what they're going to do is take your $200 discount and carve it up. They want you to pay tax on a little bit each year. So what they're going to do is take your $200, divide it by 10 years to maturity, and they're going to pay. They're going to increase your cost basis. We're back to cost basis. Your cost basis is going to be increased each year by that $20. So again, an $800 bond, 10 years to maturity, $200 discount divided by 10 years, $20 a year. They want to increase your cost basis. So you're going to pay tax on that at ordinary income. Okay? I hope that helps a little bit. And if it's a premium, they do the same thing on the premium. So if you have a $1,200 bond, 5 years to maturity, you're going to do $200 because that's the premium amount. Divided by 5 years, it's going to be $40 a year. So you're dropping the cost basis by $40 a year. You don't get taxed on that. It's just a thing. Because the accretion is for discounts. The amortization is for premiums. Okay. So if you have a discount bond and it's OID, which means zero coupon, you must accrete. You have to. You can't say no. If you buy a bond in the secondary market because rates went up and the price went down, then you can choose not to accrete or not. You don't have to. If you buy a premium bond, it's down to this. If it's a muni, you must amortize. If it's not, you don't have to. So let's see. So if it's a muni, if it's an OID, you have to accrete. And if it's a premium, you have to amortize. If it's a secondary market discount, nobody has to accrete. But if it's a corporate or muni, if it's a corporate or treasury, you don't have to amortize the treasuries. See, that's what happens with live. So if it's a treasury or corporate, if it's a premium, you don't have to amortize. Or if it's a secondary market. But every zero coupon, otherwise known as an OID, must be accreted. Okay. What was the other thing you mentioned? I think it was all in the same lines. I don't remember what it was. Allie, if you can resend it, because I don't know how to... Oh, hold on. I know how to get the chat back up. All messages, right? Okay, capital appreciation bonds are a type of muni that's a zero coupon. So it's a type of muni that is a zero coupon. Okay? So if you have a muni bond and it says capital appreciation, it's a zero coupon, and the interest is that basically between here and there. That's really how it goes. And it's not really considered interest, it's considered capital gains. That's kind of it. Probably not even testable other than to know that it's a muni. So I hope I helped with the accretion. If I did, you're welcome. If I did, we're good. Any other questions? If not, have a happy quarantine. Get outside. I walked today. I've been taking an hour-long walk with my dog every day. She loves it. Okay, I'll answer that one, Mark, in a second. So yes, the answer is yes. It's fucking hard. Okay, it's not an easy test. It's not. I don't know that it's harder than the 7. It's just different because they want you to understand different concepts. I think it's easier than the 65 in a way, but it's 100 questions of just some vagueness, a lot of laws and stuff like that. So if you're not a math person and you like memorizing, it's easier. But get outside. I think what I think is funny is that everyone's gaining weight. I freaking lost weight. And the reason is because everyone's in the damn house. If you remember, for the last 9 months, my wife has been spending weekdays in the city. So I've been eating like freaking crazy. Now that at home, I can't sneak out to Quick Check. I can't sneak food in. So I'm actually losing weight, which is good. But what the hell? Okay, now I'll lose one of my chins. I'll be down to like 4 chins. Okay, so now. Okay, so the 66 is hard. Okay, not impossible, but it is hard. And as James said, it's very dry reading. You have to get through it. And again, if you don't have material, feel free to hit the link and go to STC. That helps me. Okay, STC, that helped me. It's a rhyme. Everyone, wash your hands. Stay inside. Don't go outside. It's not your life you're saving. It's mine. No, I'm fine. I'm hiding. I'm not. I was fake. I don't have any secondary issues, so I should be fine. But I do have an older family member. My mom's friend is in the hospital. Hopefully he's coming out soon. Let's just try to do this. We can do this together. That's why I'm doing this. I used to do once a week. I'm doing Tuesdays and Thursdays. Every Tuesday and Thursdays, I want you to do something. But what I want you guys to do, I may try to do a post. So if I can, I'm going to do a post And what I want to do is I'll announce that I'm doing. I want your questions in the post. I want you guys to come with questions. That's your homework. I want you guys, everyone on this thing, I want one question from everyone who gets on. All 6 of you, I guarantee you have a question. And every one of you for next Thursday, if you're on, I'm not forcing you, but what else do you have to do? Come on here and ask me a damn question. If you don't ask me a question, I'll be very annoyed because I'm here for this. I'm trying to help out. Anyway, this will probably be re-recorded, not re-recorded. It'll be whatever you want to call it. It's out on the. See, again, live sucks because I stutter and I sound better when I can edit myself. I will. This will be out there probably in an hour or so, and we can go from there. You all have a good night and stay safe. Wash your hands. And I never figured out how to close this, so this is going to be a great little blooper.